welcome to another episode of hashtag Leave Your Mug. And today we are joined by another superhero. I got that from that's inspired by Baby with Mkaba, Baby with a Booty. It's gonna be one of my favorite things to do from now on. But yeah, this episode is not sponsored. I'm kidding. Anyway, time to get serious. This episode, or rather this conversation, is I'm gonna let her introduce herself. Let's wait for her to join. There she is. Hi.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. Thank you for having me.
Awesome
Took a while to
stuff.
get to this, but I'm
Right,
glad we finally made it.
right. But we tintit ourselves and we pakam. Now time to call. Try again, and we've won finally.
Of course.
Nice to have you. Nice to have you. I don't. I'd like you to introduce yourself. Let the peoples knows what you all about, who you are.
Okay.
Dumengani.
Thank you. Thanks, Paul. My name is Shami. Shamiso is my full name, and my surname is Malvas. I am currently running an online business directory for Black-owned businesses called Building Black Equity, of which you are our latest partner. I always think of everyone as a partner because I feel like we are in this together. There's no one person spearheading one thing. So, we're in it, we're winning, we are putting Black businesses forward. In addition to my online directory, I also do interviews. I'm starting up a podcast. I do blogs as
That's
well,
awesome.
just so that people can, we can also get to know the people behind the businesses. And there's a lot of new businesses that have started up since the whole COVID and lockdown and everything. So we're trying to put those businesses on the map and also find partners and network with people. So people in like-minded businesses, people with like-minded ideas, so that
Yeah,
everyone on the network can support each other. Everyone that's on there currently, when they know about Coffee Crawley, they can go on there, they can support, they can just hoo-ha,
yeah,
they can come check you out, they can talk to you. If people have, struggles in their businesses, marketing, advertising, whatever the case is, then, that's what we're here for. So building Black equity isn't just a directory where we're putting you on there and kind of leaving you to, do your thing, do your thing, Paul, we'll just holler back to make
yeah.
sure that everything's okay.
Mhm.
No, we're kind of saying, listen, let's find out what we can do to help you. Let's advertise for you, and let's make our adverts unique to you and your business. Let's not make
Cool.
cookie cutter adverts because not everything works for everybody. But I
Mm-hmm.
think one of the bigger
True.
things is that we are highlighting Black businesses and really trying to get out of the stereotypical looks of Black advertising and that kind of thing. We just really want to put people on the map and just to get them out there and get them excited again. And I think in many cases to just get our power back and be like, listen, let's be the change we want to see, and let's do this. Let's make it work.
Amazing stuff, and you definitely are. I mean, I'm a few days in with you, and the personal touch is amazing. Like,
Oh,
the way you're so involved, I really love it. It's like having another marketing department in my business that I'm working with, which is great because I'm currently doing everything myself.
yeah,
It's heavy. I love it. I'm learning, but having to partner with you is pretty cool. It also somehow brings back the excitement of doing things. So I'm very grateful for the opportunity to even partner with you. Really doing great things. And I just want to find out with where you are right now. And you've mentioned also a lot of businesses have were born out of COVID, which is crazy actually, because you would have
yeah.
thought it would have been the opposite. Um, that people would have not done anything because of the morbid that the COVID thing brought.
Yeah.
And I just want to find out what would you say the the future looks like for black businesses in South Africa or in general.
Yeah. Look, I'm excited for one. I am super excited. I mean, I think for me personally, I thrive in environments where
Hmm.
everything else seems chaotic around, but
Yeah.
somehow this is like this I found my place. I mean, I for one, hello, I miss level 5. I'm sorry. I miss level 5.
Oh
I've
wow.
always been socially distancing from people.
Hmm.
I can't wait for level 5. But anyway, sidebar. But anyway, look, I think businesses at this point in time, especially black businesses, and I've had conversations with people where I find that for black people, I think the fact that we have struggled in situations for so long, be it political, be it social, be it economic, we have known the struggles. So when situations like this arise and the rest of the world is kind of crumbling and falling, we kind of have that extra advantage where we rise. And this is what I'm seeing. People have lost jobs, and that cannot be underestimated. People have lost, livelihoods, they've lost incomes, they've lost a lot. And so there's a lot of trauma in the loss, and that has to be acknowledged. But that being said, I've noticed that a lot of us also don't sit around and cry about it and moan. Our mindset is, okay, now this has happened, now what's next, you know? And in that, we find that a lot of people are actually making a plan. They're either digging deep into their creativity, they are making new connections. They're saying, listen, I can't sit around. I can't wait for jobs. I can't wait for opportunities. I have to create them. And in the process, I mean, you come across so many businesses. I mean, if I can just like throw in a name here, there's an interview I did a couple of weeks ago with a new e-commerce platform called
Hmm.
Afrocentric Market. I mean, they are
Hmm.
said to be the black take a lot, where they
Yeah.
are, providing a platform for black businesses to register on there, and they can sell their goods on there, and they don't necessarily have to have bulk stock. So if someone is making
Mm.
dresses or making shoes, then they can still go on there,
That's
register, and
beautiful.
yeah,
Yeah.
so I think there's a lot of opportunity out there. I mean, I've seen so many people that are coming up. And not to say that it's easy. It's not something that, you can just sort of get on
True.
overnight. It's a struggle. There's a lot of sacrifice. There's a lot of sleepless nights. I'm sure you're aware, you're a creative yourself. There's a lot of doubt in yourself. I know in one of the conversations we had, you were saying, you were putting things off and thinking, okay, maybe I should get to it, maybe I should wait, maybe I should this, and then eventually you're
True.
like, you know what? Oh, I need to do it. So this
Just do
is the
it.
thing,
Just put it out there.
this is it. So this is our time where we're doing it. And the thing is, I think you also have to realize your potential as a person, that you putting things off is essentially also blocking other people from doing what they need to do. I mean, if you hadn't
Mm,
started Poppy
mm.
Crowley, we wouldn't have met. There wouldn't be this conversation. So sometimes you
Yeah.
you have to you have to do it. It's not even about you half the time. It's about the next person. So
Crazy.
let's just go
Crazy.
out there. Let's do what we need to do. Let's start the networking. Let's help each other out. Let's do the thing.
Definitely.
Let's get
Definitely.
the podcast
Nje,
done.
nje to be done. Definitely.
Yes.
And what does success look like for you?
Wow, this is actually such an interesting conversation. I think for me, success is now. Like this.
Mm,
This is success. The fact that we are having conversations with like minded people, and we are awakening things within ourselves that we sort of had buried. The status quo of, go to school, get a job, stay in your job, pay your bills, die. That's not working for us. Corporate doesn't necessarily cater for black people,
mm,
and
Mm.
We are out there, we are doing what we need to do, is discovering our talents. We're having conversations like these, we are awakening things, and we are making things to be done. To me, this is success. This is success right now.
Epic, 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 epic. And what would you say you want to be known for?
um, Look, that I think I lived I lived for me. I think,
Mm-hmm.
one of the things that I think I have as my mantra, and I constantly question myself, and I heard this not very long ago, but I heard someone saying, "Who were you before the world got a hold of you?" And I think that's
Mm.
such a beautiful thing, because every time I have to question myself, the decisions that I'm making, am I doing it for other people? Am I doing it for, this is what's supposed to be done, this is the right way of doing things, and, this is what is expected of me to do? Or am I being my authentic self? Am I really just saying, look, this is what I want to do? There's still a lot of people that don't understand what I'm currently doing. And, you've got groups of people that will either jump on the bandwagon immediately and be like,
Mm-hmm.
wow, this is amazing. And yeah, let's go for it. And then you have those that are kind of pulling back, and they'll be like, let's see where this thing goes.
Mm. True,
And then we'll
true.
support when we see you winning.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just have people that are outright that are like, no, not buying this, not for it. Why must I buy black? Yeah, I'm just gonna go where
Mm.
things are cheaper, where things are easier, where things are this and that.
Yeah,
And that's fine. That's fine for them. But I think for me, I'm remaining true to myself in my call, in that my platform right now, my life right now, everything that I'm sort of hoping to achieve is really to move our people forward in any way that is possible, in a positive way, in a way that the next generation also can be proud of. I think we need winners,
yeah.
we need leaders, we need people to look up to. We need to have people that we can say, listen, Coffee Crowley did it, why can't I,
Mm.
So yeah, I don't need to be famous or, anything, but I just if I can sleep at night knowing that, look, I did at least one
Yeah.
thing to move us forward, then
Mm-hmm.
that's winning. Winning.
Would you say that's your superpower?
Wow. I don't know. Superpower. I think it's both a power and it can be a weakness as well. I'm
Mm.
constantly overthinking things. Constantly. I imagine things like at the end of my day, literally before I sleep, I go through the entire day. I will definitely go over this conversation. I'll think, oh, maybe I should have said this. Maybe I should have said it differently. Maybe I could have just toned down. Maybe I could have, maybe I should have worn a different outfit. Maybe I should have combed my hair. So, but that's me.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's me. But I think in many ways it's just a way that I have to just recalibrate and also to grow, because there are times I'll look back and I'll say, you know what, this could have been better, or this could have been done differently.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
But then I learn and I grow. So yeah, I think my superpower is probably overthinking, which again is a good thing. It's a bad thing sometimes, but yeah.
True, true. And what are your top three values?
My top three values. I would definitely have to say, uh, sticking to I what I know to be true, sticking to my belief system, um, but also allowing myself to change and grow. I
Mm-hmm.
think at this point I'm also learning to see things as they are and not how I want
Yeah.
them to be.
Mm-hmm.
So that is also a really massive thing for me right now, because I always, especially with relationships and people and friendships and all kinds of things, you want things to be a certain way and it's not really that way. And I think one of the things is when people show you who they are, kind of believe them the first time. Don't, make up a story in your head to or make excuses for people. Um, but also, I need to learn to be patient with myself. So I think patience, change, and truth, I would say.
And your life right now, does it represent or align to your values? You've mentioned there's a lot of, maybe not a lot, but there's certain changes you need to make. Is it something that you are actively doing, you would say is important for one to be doing, or you're just winging? Bona pambi.
No, I'm actively doing that
Mm-hmm.
because I feel like it's necessary for me to do it, but also for the sake of the business and what I see happening. Because again, this platform is an extension of me. So as I grow, my business platform grows as well. And it's absolutely vital at this point in time because of the content that we're putting out there and the message that we're giving out. It's it's not just about me anymore. I think I feel like the burden is a lot bigger because now we have the global platform, we have the global reach, so I feel like the content that we put out there has to be reflective of my values and the fact
Yeah,
that the people also that I'm partnering up with, I need to be sure and trust off the bat that, listen, I am in partnership with Coffee Crowley. They're doing this great initiative. They've got these experiences that they're offering people. And I love the fact that I'm excited about it. I love the fact that we can have these conversations, where we are connecting people and not just, putting out adverts and people aren't seeing who's behind it. They're not seeing
mm,
the authentic person. They're not seeing the message, and by the time, you end up putting out blogs and interviews and podcasts, that message should carry through. It shouldn't be that people can't trust the brand because they can't really trust
yeah,
what you're saying you are. That's really who you are, and that's really what you're putting out there. So I think more than anything, in a world where there's so much fake news, people are craving
true.
authenticity and truth, and that is one of the things that sort of remain a constant, I can almost say. So yeah, that's who I am. I fail, I come short sometimes, I you know, struggle, I stumble, I fall, but then I get back up and I'm like, listen, I've learned today and tomorrow is going to be better.
Amen. And what legacy would you like to leave?
Um, that's a difficult one because, um, although not really difficult, but one of the things that a conversation that I had with a friend of mine as well, when we were actually talking about how, as a collective, we are exhausted about everything going on. We're trying to get ahead and we are trying. I mean, we've had the Black Lives Matter, but people are continuing to die. Our people just aren't getting ahead. There's just so much of the struggle and how much everyone is collectively tired. And a friend of mine said, you know what? She doesn't know what the point is of this anymore, and
Mm,
maybe we should just, I don't know, there's like, we just don't know what to do anymore. And I said to her, you know what? I think as much as we see all of it in one big ball, we need to separate ourselves also from the generation that was there before. And we need to see that each generation was there to move us forward, even if it's just an inch forward. And I just said, look, I think in our generation, we also have to move things forward. It may not be an outright win in our
yeah,
lifetimes, but it has to be one step forward because we sure as hell cannot be going backwards. So if my legacy can be just that I moved us one step forward, that would be amazing. And I think that is something that I carry with me always in the hopes that, let this platform be one step forward, let it be in the right direction, let it be a
mm,
platform that just celebrates us as people in a positive light, but let it be also one that economically moves us forward because it's great to have people that are celebrated. but let us be economically benefiting, from the franchise. Let us, have something that we can at least look back and say, listen, I own this piece of land, I own this, and this is mine, and I can do with it whatever, and and this is what businesses on the platform are doing, and I'm loving that about building Black equity. I think I'm as much a spectator as the next person. So I'm excited about that, and yeah, it would be awesome if that could be my legacy.
Awesome stuff. Thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
coming. Yo, this is inspiring for me. Like, I'm out here, like, I know this is the second conversation or episode, and um, it's, I mean, I thought probably I'd realize this season later, but I mean, this is inspiring for me, and I know the intention was to inspire people out there, small businesses, Black businesses, inspire people to start, inspire people to leave their mugs. And here I am, two episodes in, and I'm blown away by just how much this is important, you
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
how much your business is important, how much you are important, and your vision and your legacy. So keep on, please. Congratulations
Thank you.
on what you're doing, making it this far. Thank you so much for the opportunity you are even giving Black lives out there. So yeah, I don't know if there's anything else you'd like to say. I would not want to keep you any longer.
Well, I also just want to say thank you, and thank you for the platform that you are having, and thank you for the creative person that you are, and thank you for going ahead with Coffee Crowley. I'm looking forward to many, many great communications and networking opportunities and
Definitely.
conversations, and I really want to see where this is going. So I'm also super proud and happy. And yeah, just keep on keeping on, keep on shining, keep on pushing those boundaries, keep on
Hmm.
making those experiences for people, and yeah, let's do this. So thank you so much.
Awesome stuff.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.